So I've traveled the entire world to find the cheapest Louis Vuitton store. So Louis Vuitton has 457 stores all across the world in 63 different countries. So I've made it my mission now to travel all across the world to find the cheapest store with the cheapest bag.
To ensure fairness, I'll select one particular bag model for comparison across all the different stores. The calculations will be based on the retail price of the bag minus the tax refund in each country. I won't factor in any other expenses from my trip, such as hotels, flights, or transportation costs.
From the combined services of Louis Vuitton Marvel design.
So to keep things super simple, I've decided to pick just one bag and compare that same bag everywhere. So I thought which bag to pick, seeing Louis Vuitton has so many different bags to choose from. So I've decided to pick the most common one, the most popular one, the one that gets sold the most, which is the Neverfull NMM size.
Combined services of Louis Vuitton Marvel design.
And finally, I'm all set for my Louis Vuitton world trip. I've done all the necessary research, booked my flights and packed my bags, and now I'm ready to go. Oh, I almost forgot my teddy bear. Watch till the end because the results will shock you. My first stop is the fashion capital of the world, France, where the billion-dollar Louis Vuitton empire began.
Today, gonna check out the prices here in France.
In France, the Neverfull bag will cost you 1,500 euros, or 1,636 US dollars, and you can get a 12% tax refund, which makes the total amount 1,439 US dollars. Seeming we're already in Europe, let's check out where the French and German fashion meets. Brussels, Belgium. I wasn't expecting the prices to be exactly the same as in France, which made me think, surely not all of Europe will be exactly the same. Our next stop is the second largest fashion capital of the world, home to Gucci, Fendi, Prada, and many more.
Buongiorno, but now we are in Italy. Let's check out the prices here.
To my surprise, the prices are exactly the same. However, the tax refund is 1% less, which makes it slightly more expensive than the rest of Europe. To spare you from the boredom of my other European travels, I found that most countries have more or less the same prices. Switzerland stood out as the most expensive so far, totaling 1,902 US dollars. It's time to explore a new continent. Where there are only 4 stores across the entire landmass, I decided to choose the one with the most scenic views.
Hello, time to check out how much the bags are here in South Africa.
Despite the lower living standards compared to Europe, you'll be surprised that the bag will cost you more here. The retail price is 33,000 South African rand, or 1,749 US dollars. And after the 15% tax refund, your total will be $1,487. Now to embark on one of the longest journeys of my trip. A 28-hour-long flight that will take me to the home of Tim Hortons and maple syrup, Toronto, Canada. And becoming one of the most expensive countries in our video so far, the retail price of the Neverfull bag is 2,580 Canadian dollars, or 1,884 US dollars. And you can't even claim for a tax refund since 2007. Finding the cheapest Louis Vuitton store is my goal, and I won't stop until I do, even if it takes me all across the world to a different hemisphere, from the northernmost country on the map to the southernmost.
Kia ora, today I'm in Auckland, New Zealand. Let's check out the prices here.
New Zealand and Australia have similar retail prices. New Zealand was slightly more expensive at a price tag of 3,300 New Zealand dollars, or 2,001 US dollars. And after a 12.5% tax refund, the total is 1,771 US dollars. After an 8-hour-long flight, I've crossed out Malaysia and the Philippines, searching for the cheapest Louis Vuitton store. And to my surprise, Asia was definitely not the cheapest. By far, actually. Malaysia has ended up being one of the most expensive stores so far, with a whopping 1,899 US dollars, following behind Switzerland. And the Philippines wasn't far off, with a total of $1,792. Now it's time to return home to one of the most beautiful cities on earth, where my journey began and where it will conclude. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without visiting the Louis Vuitton store here in Dubai.
Marhaba, we're in Dubai, United Arab Emirates.
Dubai is known to be one of the most expensive cities. The Neverfull Bag here will cost you $1,978 after factoring in the tax refund, that is, which makes the UAE the most expensive country on our list and the least economical for buying luxury designer bags. It's quite surprising that the cheapest Louis Vuitton store turned out to be at the home of Louis Vuitton itself, Paris, France. Now, I was genuinely shocked, seeming we all know that Europe isn't exactly the cheapest place to travel to or to live in, but now there couldn't be a better excuse for you to buy your Neverfull bag from the fashion capital of the world.